Northwest Portland residents want foot patrols.
In a popular
Go ahead.
place here in Portland. Neighbors living off Northwest 23rd say crime is on the rise and they're calling for more police foot patrols. Jolie Winaga went to Portland Police Bureau with neighbors' concerns. And Joe, you asked some pretty tough questions here.
I did, Jeff and Ann. Good afternoon to you guys. Just walk this neighborhood. It's not hard to find evidence of numerous car prowls as shattered glass litters the street. Well, neighbors say the answer, more police. Ask most neighbors along this stretch of Northwest Everett.
I guess I just would like to stop the problem before it perpetuates.
Carrie Schwerd tells me she favors more foot patrols by officers to rid the neighborhood of the increased drug activity.
I don't specifically see drug activity going on, but I see pockets of folks who are probably involved in it.
And neighbors say this leads to property crimes. These days, if you park on the streets around Northwest 23rd Avenue, you may come out to a shattered car window. Any valuables you leave in plain sight, gone. I went to the Portland Police Bureau with these concerns.
A lot of the neighbors say that not enough police response, that they drive by and they want more foot patrols. Your thoughts on that?
Well, we're looking at how we respond citywide and how we deploy our officers.
I've learned police respond to certain neighborhoods from the number of calls received in the area. Police tell me they've had
one of the things that we
success
talk about on the show is the increase in mental illness rising in society. And so while on one hand you're seeing protesters say cops, pigs, murderers, we are in a city with a sex trafficking problem. We are in a city with an increase in crime, an increase in violent crime. And actually there's a 12-year-old that was stabbed over at the Gateway Fred Meyer, and there are many other stories. We're not going to be covering those stories tonight. I find that it to be somewhat mentally ill for people to, want to see no police, but at the same time, we're seeing an increase in violence. So we need to find balance here to where we have the police brutality problem nipped in the butt and racial profiling, things of that nature. And cops aren't, spending most of their time as revenue generators or as you're going to see in the next video, scraping the homeless off the streets. There is a purpose for police officers in today's society, but instead of people looking in the direction of the police, like we see the Northwest 23rd residents doing, why not looking towards our own community? What about community policing? What about paying someone a little bit less than the average police officer just simply to keep an eye out? So it seems like we're in a mentally ill society. We have some aspects of society saying cops, pigs, murderers, no police, we don't want any police whatsoever. And then you have another aspect of society saying give us more police, give us more cameras, give us more security. How about we move towards a society where more members of the community are involved in keeping an eye out and not being a part of the bystander effect? That's the problem in society. It's not enough police. It's the fact that we have a bystander effect. We have too many feminized men out there, and we have too many women out there that won't step in when perhaps they could step in. We need to, and we're going to find out more about this, what this is like down the line in the future. We need to look more at what it's like to protect each other and keep an eye out for each other without needing to depend on the police. And so that's an aspect of society today that we have to look at. If we're to become a more conscious society or civilization, we have to evolve beyond the bystander effect and leaving it to the police to fix our problems. And I don't think it's natural for police or the men in blue to have a monopoly on protection. That's a society that is very out of balance with nature, and it's something that needs to be said.